Hello and welcome to yet another episode on this podcast. This is Sujaya Chaturvedula helping you live your life to full potential using the power of your intuition. In this episode, we're going to be understanding 5 pointers so you can be more mindful when talking over phone. Yes, a very trivial thing that you do on an everyday basis, maybe repetitively, but most of the times, most of the people are being unaware, are being unconscious of how they're actually feeling within while speaking to an outside person. So let's get started. The first point is first know your feelings. So know it how you're feeling inside of you. Sometimes you casually pick up the phone to talk to someone. Sometimes you are emotionally feeling low and then you pick the phone. Sometimes you are charged up with high emotions and then you pick the phone. Sometimes you just are in a mood to vent it out and you pick the phone. So first notice what is the feeling that's going on within you. Feel your feelings before you communicate your feeling to the other person. Second pointer, know why you choose to share. After having understood the emotions behind you wanting to ring up someone, now know why do you want to ring up someone or ring up that person, or why do you want to share. Reason out what do you want to share exactly and why you want to share with that specific person. Yes, sometimes it does happen that you do feel sad and you just want to speak it out. And you feel speaking to this specific person will help you feel good. But here comes the big question. Are you just feeling good by putting out your feelings? Or is your venting out leading you towards a negative conversation about the people who it was, and that is what is making you feel better? Know why you want to share your feeling. Is it to express so you reflect, learn and move to a better place in life? Or is it to just converse in a dramatic way that momentarily makes the ego self feel good, but eventually destroying your self-esteem in the long run? So why is it that you are choosing to share your emotion, to share your feeling through that conversation to that specific person? Will the conversation be enriching? Will the conversation be encouraging? Will the conversation be empowering? Or will you just end up feeling good at that moment and then eventually, maybe after 10 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours, you are having a heavy heart about whatever you have spoken in that phone call? The third pointer is be precise. When you actually start speaking, sometimes or most of the times, it does happen that there is information A that you would like to share, but your emotions, feelings, energy gets added to that information A and it becomes a totally another entity, information CGF. It does also happen that after speaking, when you replay your conversation in your mind, you might feel, oh, I was so dramatic, or oh, I was so excited. What is happening is the way you communicate the information is being mixed with the way you feel about that information. Or in other words, you've just had an experience, you want to share that experience with another person, you pick up your phone, you ring up to that person, and while you are sharing your experience, you are actually not stating the experience just as how it has happened, but your energy, your feelings about what that experience has made you feel or how you felt because of that experience gets added to what has actually happened, and that is what is coming out when you are sharing to the other person. So what actually happened is a little different than what actually you are sharing. The perspective with which you are sharing is a little different, could be a little different than the person's perspective who's actually listening. So as much as possible, be precise, just plainly state whatever has happened instead of being biased or instead of judging or instead of just taking some kind of opinions out of whatever has happened. The fourth point is keep it crisp to the point. While speaking, after you've shared what you wanted to share, it usually happens that the conversation leads towards creating a judgment or conversation about the people involved in that situation. whatever experience that you have shared, you tend to get into a judgmental conversation about the people who have involved in that experience. Saying one statement about somebody is one thing, and that one statement creating 10 other judgmental statements about that situation does not help much. So you just stating whatever has happened, maybe whatever the person has done to whoever it is that you're sharing with, that's one thing. But then out of just that one statement, another 10 to 20 judgmental statements or another 10 minutes to 20 minutes of judgmental conversation gets created. That does not help actually. And then the fifth point is reflecting on what was your learning. Towards the end of the phone call, are you ending up having a heavy head, still replaying the disturbed conversation in your mind and what you spoke on phone about it in your mind? Or is your mind relaxed, still feels empty for a moment? Yes, sometimes there might be a repeating pattern of how things happen. It is time to just reflect on the recurring pattern. And as you reflect without any biases or judgmental view, you are sure to learn something from that experience, because that is precisely how life teaches you. So the next time you pick up your phone, the next time you would like to ring up somebody to share something, make sure you are first aware of how you feel, what happened to you, what do you want to share, why do you want to share, and keep it precise. Cheers. Meet you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.